Sorry, man. The Chariots turns back into the pumpkin. It struck midnight. Whatever you want to say. I think it ends here.
Before we get started, we want to remind you that today's show is brought to you by Cap Metro, Austin's transit system. We connect you to work, school, play, and everywhere in between. Plan your ride to this weekend's game at capmetro.org. So, good morning. I'm Addie. I'm here with Callan today. Callan, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to be making my TSTV debut.
Yes, it is her first time.
Yes, how are you?
I'm good. It's been a long week, but I'm so excited for this weekend. But let's get started with who's hot. Who do you have as hot right now?
I have Kimi Antonelli because he has just been on fire lately, and I think last season everyone didn't give him like the credit that he necessarily deserved, and then he comes and he gets his like maiden win and then wins in back-to-back weeks. And I just think that it's really impressive. He's now the youngest person to ever lead the championship, and I just think there are great things ahead for him.
Absolutely, especially because they've just started too. Like, it's gonna be great. Absolutely love Killy. He's 19.
He's 19.
Wait,
he's a baby.
He's a baby.
2006.
Baby.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Oh, what a sweetie. Okay. I have the Atlanta Hawks, actually. So they've won 17 of their last 19 games following the All-Star week. They're sitting at 5th in the Eastern Conference right now, and overall I think this team's just been playing really well together. Defensively, they're really improving, being able to like prevent points, but also they've been able to force turnovers and turn those into points. And they're actually leading the league in that with 24 points per game. Guys, they're doing great, okay? I don't know much about basketball, but I like this basketball team, okay? But anyways, I think moving on to the other side, who's not hot, Callan? She's got a good one for this.
Yes, a very controversial subject. I put Tiger Woods. He is really not hot right now.
Yes.
This is in a long string of issues that he has had with driving. 2021
not hot
was
for a
the
minute.
last time. Also in 2009 and 2017, he has had issues. He was charged with a DUI, and he has pled not guilty, but I think based on a lot of the evidence that we have, we can see there was definitely something going on with him.
Yeah.
And let's hope that next week with the Masters coming up, that kind of puts a better spotlight on golf than what we have right now.
Guys, we swear he's not off. I mean, he's not all golf is. Okay,
Yes.
There's more to it. I'm keeping with basketball, actually, with the Utah Jazz. I know they're in a rebuild, but guys, they've been losing the last 7 games. It's rough. Look, okay, they just can't get it together defensively. I mean, their coach has been, like, very, like, vocal about the fact that, like, they're just not really, it seems like they're not trying defensively is what he's saying. He's like, they're just not looking very well. Like, it just seems so easy for other teams to be able to score on them. I think it really is just a lot of like frustration from the team and from the coach, and it's just not really gelling well. However, moving on to what's trending. Both the men's and women's Final Four are set. The women's bracket features some very familiar faces with the exact same 4 teams from 2025. The men's also has some familiars with 2023 and 2024 national champions UConn. But there's 3 fresh teams in Michigan, Illinois, and Arizona. Some teams were brutally eliminated like Duke, who relinquished a 19-point lead. So who are you most surprised came up short in the Final Four?
I know that obviously the big answer is Duke.
Yeah.
We all know that. But I also think that Houston's exit was a little surprising.
It was really early.
Because I had been following them a lot this season just because we do have very close proximity to Houston. And I liked what I saw. I think that they were a really strong team. They were consistently ranked in defensive efficiency, and they were really good at forcing turnovers. And it just seemed like they were a team that checked all the boxes to be able to have the capability to win and just couldn't quite put the pieces together when the time came.
Absolutely, especially because they felt an Iowa team that we didn't think was going to get hot.
Exactly.
As you said, I think Duke's the most obvious answer for who, like, I'm surprised it came up short in the Final Four. They went into their tournament 17-1 in their conference, and they were 32-2, carrying the momentum off of an 11-game win streak. They also entered as the ACC champions, and they were ranked in the top 3 and 4 for adjusted offensive and defensive efficiency. So it was just surprising to see that they like came up short. And I know it was a really close game with UConn, but like to lose in 19.
I think everyone had Duke going a lot further.
Yes,
a lot of people
absolutely.
had Duke winning.
Yes, I feel like a lot of people, because they've been favored to win for the last few years as well. And I mean, to lose a 19-point lead,
Yeah.
it's a little rough. It's a little rough.
Yes.
But moving on.
Yes.
So the MLB season is starting to take off, and there have been some early surprise players like Murakami. Okay, guys, he hit 3 home runs in 3 games, and Yandy Diaz had a 5-hit performance. Or even Mike Trout, seemingly bringing back the 2012 playing center field and hitting homers again. But who has caught your eye in the first week of this season?
This is going to be a really biased answer, but I have Austin Riley. I am a massive Braves fan. I grew up
Really?
watching the Braves. I went to their home opener after they won the World Series.
Oh,
So,
wow.
like I said, this is my team. He has been amazing. He's excelled in his position. In their opening day, he went 3 for 3, and he had a walk and a run, which,
Beautiful.
you know,
Okay,
off
yeah.
to a hot start. He continued with a really solid performance. He had a clutch 2-run double against the Diamondbacks, and also was able to rob the A's of some extra bases a few days before.
Beautiful.
So he's just been doing everything that he can to help
He's
his
doing everything
team. I
right,
love to
like-
see it. I love my Braves.
Gotta love him. Especially when it's a team you support.
Exactly.
Guys, we've been over this. I don't know baseball, okay? But, listen. Apparently, Chase DeLauder from the Cleveland Guardians is doing great, okay? He's also a rookie alongside Murakami, and he's also hit homers in his first 3 games. I think it's just a great way to start off your, like, rookie season. However, he's out right now with a foot injury, so, like, white boy down. But he'll be back, and he'll be back to helping his team out. But I think to have a good rookie like start like that, I think it's amazing, especially in baseball when like there's like I see the call up videos all the time where they get all emotional. Like I think it's so sweet. So I think it's great that he's able to like make an impact within his first few games, and he will be back. I'll be watching out for him now. Okay. So the NBA playoffs are nearing, but it doesn't feel like it. There are more teams tanking for draft picks than ever before. With 2 weeks, all 20 playoff spots have been secured, and without the end of season races, many fans have been reluctant to watch. So how do you think the NBA fixes this problem?
I think the big blaring thing is there just needs to be a penalty for tanking.
Absolutely.
Because obviously, like, if they know that there's not going to be any backlash other than having a losing record,
Yeah.
then, you know, why not
Why
to
not?
secure that
Yeah.
draft pick? I think there are sort of 2 ways that this can go, both
Okay.
monetary, just because I think that that's like a really like
It's a
hard way to
big
hit a
thing.
team
Yeah, of
because
course.
everyone's budget is already stretched so thin.
Trying to get new players.
And so you can either find the teams for
Okay.
tanking, which is obviously hard because some teams just really suck
right.
and they're not
you're
actually
just-
trying to. But I think if there's like consistent years where it's just like they're doing fine and then there's a big drop off, then like it sort of becomes a little more noticeable. On the other
Right.
side, you know, we can reward teams for finishing better
Okay.
and, you know, having like sort of like incremental
Some like incentives.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think that that might be a little more logistically easier way to go, but there
Absolutely.
definitely has to be something.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I kind of agree with that. Like, I think there should be a situation where, like, if a team has already had, like, a top pick, I'd say, like, 1 through 3 or maybe even 1 through 5 in the year before, they shouldn't be allowed to have a pick that high again in this year's draft, because I think it'll just help them, like, if you are truly in a rebuild, I think you should work around that player that you've already drafted, and I know you're going to want to keep drafting, but, like, to have a good new player come in and then to tank your season to try to get another pick, I just don't think that's not very classy, as we say on here a lot. But I think it would only be for like the following year of the draft, but I think it just wouldn't do anything for the team other than show that they have an awful record for the season, because I think if you tell them that like they can't get 2 top draft picks 2 years in a row, they're going to work harder to do better and perform
I
well,
agree.
especially if they're able to get new players. But I really do like the idea of like a monetary fine as well. Okay, so that'll do it for our first segment. Coming up next, we'll get into our versus segment with a very special guest, and you don't want to miss it. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. Okay. As you can see, we have our special guest here.
Hi.
Allie. How
Good
are
morning.
you? Good morning.
I'm great. How are you guys doing?
I'm good.
Good.
It's been a pretty good morning.
Glad.
Okay, we're about to get into our versus segment. So, if you don't know how that works, basically, Callan and I have picked 5 clips for like 5 different topics, kind of, and Allie's just gonna pick whichever clip she thinks is better. So, we'll get started with our best NBA clip.
Put my glasses
Callan, would you
on.
like to go?
Sure. So I saw something recently that first time I've ever seen it. The Warriors, as we know, have been struggling keeping players. They're rapidly running out of people. And so because of this, Malevi Leons had to play with a hurt wrist. He hurt his right wrist. So
Okay.
he had to shoot free throws with his left.
Interesting.
He shot free throws left-handed. He was 1 for 3,
Oh, wow.
which I think is pretty impressive.
33% with your bad hand is
Exactly, and I just
could be worse.
was really not expecting it, but
He looks
as you
super
can see-
uncomfortable.
yeah, but I was really proud of him.
Okay, that's pretty cool. It's pretty unique.
He's really trying.
Interesting.
Okay, so I have Wemby's like slam dunks, but they didn't even look like slam dunks, guys. Okay, so he had 41 points in this game against the Bulls, which I think is very impressive in and of itself. But look at how easy he makes it look. Like,
Oh my god.
listen, if I was playing
so
them,
tall.
I'd be like, I would just stop on the court and I'd just be like, dang. Like, he made that look so easy, and I just, oh, he does it again. Look. It's just a little.
I'm
it's
dead.
A little
it's a
hop for
hop.
him.
It's
Like,
a little
it's
bunny
just not
hop.
even, like-
Ooh, what's
Oh.
that? We saw that, Tyler.
Like, I just think it's
Yeah.
kind of sad, but like I mean, good for him, I guess. Use your height, but other
Yeah.
than that, if I was playing him-
Two great picks. I think I'm gonna give the first round to Addy, just because as awesome as it was that he was shooting left-handed, we got the audience cam going. I do think free throws are not the craziest, sexiest highlight I've ever seen. Am I allowed to say that? It's fine.
It's fine.
But let's move on to the next round.
Yes.
It's Addie's got one. Callan's,
Beautiful.
oh my God, 1-0.
Wanna
It's like the
know?
show. That's
Aw,
crazy.
so cute.
Go ahead.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to our best MLB play. We've already talked about this He was trending. I have Mike Trout's home run against the Angels. Guys, Google literally captioned it, veteran power. I love that. Like, literally go him. It's also his 5th opening day home run, apparently, and it broke the scoreless game. So, what a king.
Fun.
Good
Love
for
a
him.
home run.
Love a home run.
What do you got?
You're right.
I have less of a specific play and more just like a player that was really having a hot game during opening week. Kevin McGonigal.
Go Tigers.
Yes.
Yes, go Tigers.
He had 4 hits and 2 doubles in his MLB debut.
Yes, that's
which
fire.
is just crazy. And also, I have a really soft spot for the Tigers because I'm a
Good.
massive Magnum PI fan.
It's a really
and
good
I was
answer.
Magnum PI for Halloween like 5 years in a row. I don't know why, but I just was. So I love the Tigers, and I just was really impressed by this.
Callan's cooking. Go
cooking.
Tigers.
Callan is cooking.
Welcome to Detroit. Welcome to Detroit. Kevin McGonigal. I'm going to give Callan the point there. Only a little biased,
It's okay.
but this is my favorite round. Let's get into the next round.
NHL, guys. Best NHL. So we all know Macklin is my sweet baby, okay? I love Macklin Celebrini. That is my sweet baby angel. But anyways, he got his 100th point of the season on a power play against the Blues.
It's a toddler.
So it's like a little back and forth. That's Macklin at the bottom. And then he gets it again, and then boom. There goes the puck. Okay? So,
Good goal.
yeah. But basically, I think it's just a great way to celebrate 100 points. He was celebrating with his team after. They were all celebrating him.
Well,
He's
yes,
their sweet little baby. Like,
of course.
I love him.
Not a bad goal. Not a bad goal.
5 other players on the show.
Damn.
Give me a second. Okay, we're
We've
on
got
air.
Colin's being misogynistic in
Colin's
the
being mean
in
again.
the audience.
Hand the camera over to Colin.
Colin just asked added in
I need
5
you to-
players. This is crazy.
I need you to
This is
zoom in on
crazy.
his face.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Tyler, zoom in on his face
Okay.
so we can clip this.
That's crazy. Okay, that was a beautiful goal from Macklin Celebrini. High slot. Love a power play goal. Callan, what do you have?
Originally, I was also thinking of this because obviously, what's not to love?
Of course.
But also, I had to just shout out Trevor Moore. He had the most gorgeous
Absolutely.
goal. He was flying.
Oh, I remember this.
This was an overtime winner for
Yeah.
the Kings. So
Yeah.
it was also really clutch. But I
Yeah.
mean, if you just look at him, he was really on it.
That was pretty.
And it's just gorgeous to watch.
That was pretty. I mean, 200 feet,
Yes.
as you wrote, coast to coast. That's a
Yeah.
great. I love a
It's-
game-winning goal.
It's gorgeous to watch.
I am a little disappointed that neither of you guys put the goalie fight we got this week, which I think is the best NHL play of the week, but I will accept both of your answers. I love a slot shot. It was a beautiful goal. Very happy for Macklin Celebrini. But that coast to coast,
Sass.
like overtime winner, game-winning goal, like the Sally, like the execution, the Sally, like I can't get enough of it.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna give this point to Callum. We're 2-1 right now. You have time to come back.
It's looking a little rough, guys. It's looking a little rough.
It's gonna be okay.
It's a little rough. This is my...
Let's get into the next round.
All right. So our next round, we have our worst umpire or like ref mistake or the biggest blooper. Callan, what do you have?
I have just like a blanket like MLB umps have been so bad. There have been 850 missed calls in the first 7 days of the season.
Beautiful.
155 of them were overturned. Which, I mean, as you can see, a lot of these are just, they're rough.
Yeah.
And I just think 850 and we're a week in.
It's gonna be a long season.
It's gonna be a really long season.
long season.
That's brutal. Addie, what do you got?
So I also have baseball. I have CB Buckner's worst call ever, apparently. So he called this like Brewers like guy out because he's saying that he didn't even touch the
Brewers
base
guy.
at all. Listen, he was so then like he's like right there and he's like pointing at the thing and he's like, you didn't even touch it, like you didn't even make it there.
Yeah.
Like, do you see his hand? So he's like
I see it
basically
again,
telling him
yeah.
that he didn't even make it.
Thanks,
but like
Tyler.
thanks Tyler. So he runs like right through it and then this ball just goes right like
Yeah.
flying past him,
It's an
nowhere even
error.
close. Like it's not even
Throws it.
like it misses him and obviously he
Wait, they called that an out?
they called it an out.
Because they said his foot didn't touch the bag.
But it
They-
did.
But
Look at his
it was
foot.
only one umpire, and they overturned the call.
Yeah, but that's a terrible call.
Also, the thing is
Oh, the thing.
He had 6 overturned strike calls before this too.
When I was looking at mine, they had like the worst 10, and like 8 of them were him.
Yeah,
like,
that's great.
He's
How
not
he's still
hot
in-
this
how
season.
he's still in a
okay?
job is
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad news. I think that just because Addie got like specific with it, she gave me like a specific blooper. I'm gonna give Addie this point,
Thanks.
which means it's all tied up
Oh no.
going into the miscellaneous play. So let's see what you guys have got for us.
Okay, I had like a fun little like Jamal Murray's half court shot to end the first quarter against the Jazz. I think it's just a fun little like every time someone decides to just throw a quick little like half court shot, it's always like
For
hit or
funsies.
miss. But
Oh,
for
yeah.
funsies, well, there you go. and
That's
it's a
fun.
great way to end the quarter.
Love
I mean,
when it. That's actually pretty impressive. That's like longer than
really
half
deep. Like,
court.
I
That's
cannot
really
throw a ball
deep.
that far. I
That's
don't know
really
about
cool,
y'all,
actually. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great pick. Kellen, what do you have?
I have a very heartwarming
Aw.
one.
Aw.
The first father-son assist in NBA history.
Cute.
LeBron and Bronny.
Who doesn't love
And
Brian?
I just think that it's so sweet because obviously everyone knows how much LeBron wanted to play
Yeah.
with Bronny, and for them to have this moment.
That's
And the fact
crazy.
that Bronny was the one that scored too.
Yeah.
How sweet.
With the
That's
3.
cute.
I was really touched by it.
That's super
That's
sweet.
How old is that?
Ooh, that's tough, guys, because we got like a really heartwarming one, and then we got like a really cool,
The tape shot.
kind of crazy shot.
Big decisions, Allie. Big decisions.
Okay, I am gonna give the final point to Addie, just because.
Really?
Just because LeBron James, like it doesn't really like permeate me. I don't really care about LeBron and Bronny, so I'm gonna give the point to like the better like highlight reel
Thanks.
shot. This is what's happening
This is what's
on the
happening.
1 Sports Show.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we don't have a trophy. Give me the baseball bat, Santi.
Guys, this is my first time ever
We
winning.
have a trophy.
I've never
Addie,
won
you
versus
win.
I suck at picking highlights.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That might hurt the bat.
Oh yeah. Good call. All right, okay, ready.
I'm ready.
Really great.
I now pronounce you winner, Addie Che of
Thanks.
Versus segment. Everybody clap.
Thanks. Tyler, thanks for changing my clips so that they would actually work. Okay, I'm so sorry I sent them in however I sent them in and they didn't work. But it all worked out in the end because look, I have a bat now, okay? But anyways, so that's it for our Versus segment. Thank you so much for coming on, Allie.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back with our Texas Takes segment. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We love you guys so much. Happy Friday. There's a lot
There's
happening
a lot
behind the
going on
camera
over
right
there.
now. However, this is our Texas. This is our Texas Take segment. So we're gonna start with Texas women's basketball. So they've made it. Oh, we're playing some
There we
baseball
go.
right here. Hold on. Boom. Beautiful. Anyways, they've made it back to the Final Four for the second year in a row. This team has only been to the national championship game once when they won it in 1986, finishing 34-0. So, do you think Vic Schaefer and this team can get it done?
I think that they can get it done. Obviously, we've seen that they are a very talented and
Yeah.
determined team,
Absolutely.
and they are very much a force to be reckoned with. I think that a big factor that's going to play into whether or not they can win is who they play in that natty.
Yes.
I think if somehow South Carolina is able to beat UConn, then Texas will have a much easier time.
Absolutely, because we've already seen them.
Yes, and we know how to play them, and obviously we've played well over them.
Right.
And I think if we play UConn, which is the more likely outcome, it's a much tougher game. Obviously, UConn is just as strong. They have talent all around.
Yes.
And I think that it's just kind of going to be a matter of, come that day, what happens.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
It's going to be anybody's game.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm kind of in the same boat here. Like, I absolutely think Texas is going to be able to get it done. They got hot right in time for the SEC tournament, and then with that moving into like the NCAA tournament, like I think it was just a perfect time for them to get hot and to gel and to work really well together. Obviously, we've had like standout games for them too. And this team is really just playing some of their best basketball. I mean, Madison Booker is leading the team in points and assists, in points and rebounds. And then Rory Harmon is leading in assists and steals per game, so I'm never going to doubt my ladies.
Yes.
Also, we've already played UCLA before this year, and we beat them 76-65, so I think it's just kind of a matter of, like, going in and getting it done. Like, yeah, it is a Final Four game, but if you just play it as we've done before, I think they absolutely have a chance of making it to the championship game. And as you said, of course, I think, like, it depends on who we face there. Obviously, South Carolina is who we'd want.
Yes.
But, I mean, time will tell.
Yes.
So.
Either way, they
little
have the
nervous.
capability.
Oh, absolutely.
We know that they have the talent
The
and
talent
the
and the drive.
yes. We've seen them play
Yes.
incredible all season, and so it's just a matter of when the time comes.
For sure,
if
and
they
I
can
think-
sort of get it done.
I hope so. I mean, we've seen them get it done before.
Yes.
Also, we've had Texas rallying behind them, and
I have faith in my girls.
Girl, we always have faith in them.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Okay. Texas baseball got back on their feet this weekend in a 3-0 sweep against number 5 Oklahoma that included a 14-0 crushing and 2 extra inning victories. With the win over Texas State Tuesday, is Texas over their slump, or is there still more trouble to come for this team?
I don't know. Okay, I'm like hit or miss about them. I think they're like kind of over their again. Me and baseball are a little bit rough, but I think they're kind of over their slump. I think they're like still facing some like little issues. We keep talking about the bullpen. I mean, I think that's just like again gonna be their biggest issue until they can get that sorted out. Then it makes them much more dynamic and much more dominant and much scarier as a team. Obviously, we saw them like do well before conference play started, so I'm just kind of worried that like if we keep continuing, I think the pressure of like playing conference games might get to them. That's the only thing that like I think it's a recurring topic of discussion. I think it's kind of like they're so up and down that I wouldn't say that they're over their slump or that there's more trouble to come. Like I think their
Yeah.
highs and lows are very stable,
Yes.
and that's very contradictory. But what do you think?
Yes, I had a very similar take to you. I think in true Texas, just not even baseball, but sports fashion, we're going to have the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. I've been a Texas fan for 18 years now. I have experienced the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. So, like you said, I just don't think we can call it a slump because I think that that's just kind of how Texas athletics has to work.
Absolutely.
They ebb, they flow. Obviously, there are some really hard series ahead. We have Mississippi State, which is going to be a
Yes.
true challenge for them. On the flip side, like, obviously there are some games that should be walkovers. Whether or not they will be,
We'll
time
just
will
have to
tell.
see.
But overall, I have faith in them. They've been consistent enough where I'm just not concerned.
For sure.
We'll see if when the time comes and they really need to lock in, if they can.
If they can. I mean,
But overall, like, I think they'll be fine.
that, and I think, like, obviously there was, like, a lot with, like, the new players coming in and all that, but they've all started to gel
Yes.
well together. I think we'll just have to see how they continue to play, like, as the season progresses. But they're definitely, like, doing well. Like, I wouldn't say it's a bad season for them.
Yes, exactly.
But moving on, Texas softball's 29-game win streak came to an end Sunday as the Longhorns lost 7-9 to their rivals, Texas A&M. So the game included an unexpected Mike White ejection where he marched out to the home plate and drug his foot on the home plate, mocking the home plate umpire. The Longhorns now head to Tuscaloosa for a road series against Alabama. So should fans be concerned, or is this just a one-game fluke?
I think that it would be crazy to say that we should be concerned because if you're winning 29 games straight and then you have one
Drop
off
one
game,
Yeah.
that's no reason to be concerned.
Absolutely
I
not.
mean, us thinking that we were going to have a perfect season, like, no one thought that anyways. Us falling to A&M, obviously, is always going to hurt. We never want that to happen, but we did still win the series.
Absolutely.
And so I just think that, like, overall, one game out of...
It's not.
It's 30
Yeah.
games, you would lose one. It's
Exactly,
just not anything to be concerned about. I have no issues that we're going to go to Tuscaloosa and get things done, and I think that they'll be right back on track and back to the rhythm that they had before.
Absolutely. I agree. I think they've been strong all season. We've seen that, obviously. And they dropped the one game. I think it's just a fluke. Also, we actually played Alabama last night. We beat them 9-1. So I think they're right back like where they started. Again, it's a veteran team. They've already been working well together. They know each other in and out. And so I really do think, like, overall, this team is super strong. They're super capable, and I really don't see any need to be concerned over the fact that they dropped one game.
Yes.
Again, as you said, no team is perfect, and again, in true Texas athletics fashion, we're going to drop a game or two here or there, but I wouldn't be concerned about that because they're performing so well overall. And I mean,
Yes.
we've had so many games this year where they won by run rules, so obviously it's not a team that, like, doesn't know how to perform and play. And I really think they'll be fine. They play again tonight. But other than that, I'm never going to doubt my ladies, as we've always
and
said.
they're coming off a natty, so they have no
Exactly.
reason to not be confident in
Absolutely.
themselves.
It's
They
the
obviously
same team.
they know that not only can they get it done like week
They
in
have
week
gotten it
out, but they
done.
can go all the way. They have gone all the
Exactly.
way. Like
Mhm.
they'll be
It's just-
fine.
they'll be okay. They'll be okay.
Yes.
But that's it for our Texas takes. Our next section is pick'ems. We're gonna have a special guest on, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss that. Pick'em
Guys,
started
I
just
think
getting
that
ran.
one of you is
Oh.
supposed to be going.
Welcome back. So we're having our Pick'em segment. We're here with Colin today. Colin, how are you?
Good, I guess. I mean,
Guys, he's always like this. Like, good, I guess, maybe?
well, what do you want me to say?
I'm great.
I'm not, though.
You can be like, I'm good.
You can
That-
you can lie for the camera, you know that.
True.
Smile for the camera.
I have been.
Anyways, we're gonna do our pick'ems now, where we're basically gonna pick like who we think is gonna win in 10 in 10 games. We'll get started with
Quick, Santi Cam.
now. So we'll get started with the NBA with the Spurs at the Nuggets. So who do you guys have to win?
Everything is telling me I should go with the Spurs, but I am no better than to pick against Nikola Jokic. So I am going to go with the Nuggets and Jokic to drop a 40-point triple-double. So.
Okay.
I went with the Spurs, obviously, just because they've been doing exceptionally well, which is crazy for me to say as a Spurs fan, because I've seen them really, really struggle, and so now that they're doing well, I'm like, what's going on? Obviously, it's going to be a challenge because playing up in Denver is never easy, and so I think that obviously, like, choosing the Nuggets, there is that aspect to it as well, but I think in the end that they'll be able to get it done.
I also have the Spurs. I think they've just been doing well, and I think if they just continue to carry that over, we'll see that translated in this game, and I really think they'll be able to get it done, even if it's like an away game for them. But moving on to hockey, we have the Stars versus the Avalanche. So, who do you guys have for that?
I was actually really torn because I do feel like this game could really go either way because obviously they're playing in Dallas, but the Avs, they're leading. They're doing incredibly
great.
well. I love Nathan McKinnon and everything that he's been doing for the team. So I do have the Avs kind of taking the edge, and I think that they'll be able to get it done. I think that it'll definitely be close and a tight game, but I think that they'll come out on top.
Yeah, I think this is essentially going to be a preview of the second round matchup for the Western Conference playoffs. I mean, I think the Avs are probably the better team, but what they win, especially against the Stars with, is usually drawing penalties and getting a lot of penalties and outflopping the Stars. But recently, the Stars traded for a player named Michael Bunting. He used to be a Pittsburgh Penguin. I have watched this man draw so many penalties. It's actually ridiculous.
He's
and I
funny
think
to watch.
it is very funny to watch him. Also, it seems like he somehow ends up with an assist, even though he does nothing all game except for draw penalties. But I think just off principle of Michael Bunting outperforming or outflopping the Avs, I think that the Stars are going to take this one in overtime.
I actually have the Avs. I think, again, as Kellen was saying, they've been really good all season. They are leading, and I'm not gonna lie, I think they're evil, and I'm scared of them, so I'm not gonna pick against them. But I think they're doing well. They're just gonna keep doing what they're doing, and it's in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna come to Dallas and unfortunately beat the Stars. But moving on, we're gonna get into golf. So we have the Valero Texas Open winner. I picked Mark Hubbard. I don't know who Mark Hubbard is, but when I checked it last, he's leading, okay? He's like 7 under or whatever. So he's doing great. That's all I have to say. Go Mark. I'm team Mark from here on out.
Notably, when you're winning on Thursday, it definitely always
definitely means you're
translates into winning the actual event. I don't know. I'm
Event end. When
Sunday. It's a 4-day
It's 4
event. They play
days.
72 holes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's how every tournament is.
You went off of a quarter of the way done. It's like picking the biker who's going to win, like the Tour de France. A quarter of the way through.
I have a feeling, okay? I have a feeling.
Okay. Well,
Trust my intuition.
I also have a feeling, and it's probably not going to happen, but I
not
think
happening.
that Texas man Will Zalatoris is going to win the Valero Texas Open. I don't actually believe that, but I'm just throwing this out there. Since we're not picking top fives, we're picking a winner. Probably none of us are getting this right. So yeah, give me Will Zalatoris.
I feel like I went for probably the most logical answer of the three. I went with Ludwig Oberg. Last night, he was sitting 2 back from the lead, and obviously there's still a lot of golf to play. He's a very consistent player. He's kind of ramping up for the Masters that he surprisingly always does well in. Also calling it now, I think this is his year to either win or tank the Masters. But I just think that, like, he has the ability. We've seen that he has the consistency to play the next 54 holes, and I think he'll do it.
You know, that's the other
Okay, you know
part
what?
of the tournament.
I don't need all this sass on this
Yeah.
Friday morning.
It's fine.
Okay.
I've been playing golf as long as I could walk, so.
See, I used to play golf. My grandpa would take me, and there was golf always in the house. And then I grew up, and now he refuses to take me because he says I'm gonna embarrass him in front of his grandpa friends because I cannot hit the ball. So
Oh, well, that's always fun.
that's why me and golf have an interesting relationship right now. But
You just got to go to the driving range and spend
Anyway.
hundreds,
Wait,
hundreds of
Addie, I'll
dollars a
take
week
you.
on practice
Really?
course.
I work at a course. I'll
wait,
take you.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, fun. I'll do that. Oh my
We're not
gosh.
working.
Okay, so moving on, we have the women's college basketball Final Four. We have South Carolina versus UConn. Santi's getting comfortable. We have South Carolina versus UConn. Who do you guys have to win this game?
My gut has always said if it's in women's March Madness, UConn is the person or the team that you pick, no matter what. It's just if you're betting on women's March Madness, putting your money on UConn is 10 will get you 20. It's almost guaranteed returns. I'm not going to pick against them no matter what. So give me UConn.
Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
obviously, like, UConn has just been so strong and dominant that as much as, like, obviously South Carolina they've made it to the Final 4, they're a great team, but they're not UConn. No one's UConn.
No.
And so hopefully it'll still be like a good game to watch, but we all know UConn's gonna win.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with you guys there. Also, they have Azzy, my sweet baby angel.
Well, then
so-
they have to win.
Well, yeah, they have to win. Like, she's gonna go out there and she's gonna do her thing, and UConn's gonna do their thing. And honestly, I just, as you said, I'm never gonna pick against them when it comes to women's basketball. They've just proved over and over that they're like consistent and they're good and they're able to.
Well, until
make
you
it.
get down to the 10th, pick them, and then you are picking
I am
against
picking
them.
against them because I gotta listen. I gotta hold on. Okay, you gotta have some school spirit here. Do you see that? Right
I'd
behind us?
rather be right.
This. Anyways, moving on. We have Texas playing UCLA. So, Colin, what do you have?
I have Texas. I mean, this is the logical pick. Texas beat UCLA by, I'm pretty sure it was double digits earlier in the
Yeah.
season, 73-62 if I'm not mistaken. I covered that on a press box. I hope I didn't get that score wrong. Oh, so
Doesn't matter.
but
It was close,
it was
close.
double nice one, Santiago.
Beautiful, Santi.
But
Looking for the salty cam.
yeah, I'm going with Texas. I think they're the better team. As much as I was unsure about them earlier in the season, I don't think that UCLA is beating them right now. So
doubts
I'm
women's
going
teams.
with Texas. Oh yeah, all women's teams, Addie, totally.
Yes. Colin
You've never
doubts
heard
women.
you've never heard me talk about Texas women's swim before, dude.
What?
I don't doubt those girls.
No, I mean, why would you doubt the swim team?
Okay, is one of you guys gonna pick
Yeah.
up?
Sorry,
Um,
what?
Well, you kind of covered it for
Yeah,
both of us.
honestly, like,
Obviously, we all picked
We're
Texas.
gonna pick Texas.
You know,
I mean,
we're definitely not biased in the slightest. in
never.
our
Not at all.
answers.
Not at all.
But yeah, obviously, like, they have the stats. They've played the team before. Like, we know that they can and have beat them. So why would we change that up now?
Absolutely. I mean, I'd have to agree with you guys there. I'm not gonna pick against my Longhorns, my Lady Longhorns.
They're not called that.
I'm not gonna pick against my team. Okay.
There you go.
You know what? We're gonna keep moving on. We have the Brewers at the Royals for baseball. I feel like it's a reoccurring topic that I don't know baseball. Oh my gosh!
Finally, TJ's
TJ.
here. Hey, show TJ on the
Put
fan cam.
TJ on the cam.
Like professional.
Or not, Tyler. Thanks.
Dang, Tyler.
Tyler,
Tyler.
you're met. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Oh,
There we are.
Boom.
Look at my shirt. It's so green. I guess it is kind of green.
All right, keep talking.
Oh yeah, it's a recurring thing that I don't know baseball, but you know, like when I was
True.
making my okay, Sass. When I was making my picks last night, the Brewers are speaking to me. Could not tell you why, could not tell you how, but you know what? I think they're gonna win the series, so I'm supporting the Brewers now.
The Brewers are speaking to me too, but more in like a schizophrenic way than in like a, I should pick this team way. I'm not
Okay,
picking
well.
against Bobby Witt. I think he's a top 3 player in baseball right now. I don't care how good the Brewers are. Bobby Witt is not getting picked against. So, give me the Royals.
I also put the Brewers. I did have a legit reason when I was filling this out at about 2 in the morning. It's not coming to me now. I know they have a really deep bullpen, which will definitely help them. There were definitely some other stats that I had that instead of just the Brewers is cool, I guess. Also, I don't know. Just don't really,
Vibe picks are definitely valid.
yeah, I don't really vibe with the Royals. So, but yeah,
Understandable.
I think the Brewers will take it.
Absolutely. Moving on, we have the men's college basketball Final Four now. So we have 2 seed UConn versus the 3 seed Illinois. I picked UConn. I think they're coming off of that win against Duke. I know it was a close game, but I think obviously you're just gonna keep like that energy and that momentum. So I think UConn's gonna take it and win this game. But what do you guys have?
The team that has beat Duke has not advanced past the next round in the last 11 March Madnesses, so I will not be picking UConn. I will be picking Illinois. I think that they are a much more volatile team than UConn is, but I also think that leaves a lot more room for big scoring runs, which UConn has this season not been very good at stopping. So I'm going to go with Illinois.
I also picked UConn. Obviously, like Addie said, they're coming off that hot streak. And Illinois is a great team, but I just don't think that they are quite equipped to sort of take on UConn. And I think that even if they do have those big plays and whatever, I think UConn is just going to be able to sort of maintain them throughout the whole game, and they'll be able to pull it out.
Absolutely. So moving on to the other Final Four game, we have Arizona versus Michigan. I am always gonna pick Michigan. He went to Michigan State, so we're me. I'm gonna pick Michigan. I think they're doing great. I mean, I'm never gonna bet against Michigan.
Name 3 players on the team.
I can't do that.
Okay.
I just know that I like the school.
He really likes to make people
He
name
does.
players.
I do,
See,
but
this,
it's like,
so much sass.
yeah. No, I mean, how are you gonna pick a team and then not even know their star player's name? He was like he's
I'm going
third in
based off
voting for
vibes.
NCAA Player of the Year, and you don't even know his name.
Listen, Colin.
They call him the Dominican LeBron, even though he's like Puerto Rican ethnically.
Oh, wow, this is great.
You know what? I don't need this sass from you today. So
His
moving
name
on.
is
Who did
Yaxel
you-
Lendeborg. And he's not going to have a good game. I'm going with Arizona. I couldn't name 3 players in Arizona, but that's because this pick is not meant for me being a fan of Arizona. This pick is meant because I am not picking Michigan.
It's because
So-
he went to Michigan State. He's gonna be a
I'm
hater.
just not going to pick Michigan.
What a hater.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean,
Colin,
have you met me?
initially picked
Oh, I
Arizona,
know.
and then after consulting with someone who is a diehard Ohio State fan who still picked Michigan, I figured that there might be some logic behind that. They've been on quite a heater, which you can't deny. You can't deny that they've been playing incredibly good.
Great.
But so is Arizona.
Yeah, but I just think that Michigan will be able to pull out the win.
I don't know. Elliot
Although
Cadeau
I
is
have-
never getting my pick.
I do have very hard feelings against them because they didn't let me in, but that's okay.
Same.
That's just okay. I'm here now and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay. So for our 9th pick, we have the national champions for men's. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna go with Michigan. I'm not gonna have the same argument with Colin again, but I'm gonna go with Michigan. So they're gonna win on Monday.
You know what?
Just
Name
wait
the
and see.
one player that I named not 30 seconds ago.
there were too many letters in that name.
There was
to
a lot of
remember
letters in
it.
that name. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm going Arizona in a
Okay.
matchup against Illinois. Let's see how long it takes him to notice.
What's going on over there?
Okay, yeah, I'm going Arizona in a matchup against Illinois. I think Arizona matches up way better against Illinois than UConn does. So I'm gonna go Arizona here.
I genuinely think that the Arizona Michigan game is for the title. I think that whoever wins that game is gonna win the Natty, and because I picked Michigan for that game, I'm picking Michigan again. Because obviously, as much as UConn and Illinois, thanks for fixing that, Addie.
Of course.
As much as like UConn and Illinois are obviously great teams, they've made it to the Final Four. I just think that like Arizona and Michigan are much better, so whoever pulls that win out is gonna pull out the Natty.
Absolutely. I agree with you there, which is why it's going to be Michigan. But lastly, for our 10th pick, we have our national champions for women's. I'm going to pick Texas, obviously. There's no bias here. No bias here. But I'm going to pick Texas. They're going to win the championship, and it's going to be a beautiful game. And yes, I know I said earlier I would never pick against UConn, but I will pick against UConn in this situation. Okay. Anyways, Colin, what do you have?
I'm going UConn. I already put the money down. I can't pick against the team that I already put money down on, so I can't backtrack. I'm going UConn.
Okay.
I placed this bet like a month ago.
He's like doubling down.
I'm doubling down. This UConn team is winning. And this is not because I made a lot of statements earlier in the year saying that the Texas women's team wouldn't win. This is because I put money down.
Right.
Two of them are not conflated in any way.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
We're on women's, right?
Yes.
No. I mean, yes.
Now we are. I have Texas, as much as obviously I think that UConn is an incredibly talented team. I just think that, like, I can't go against my girls. I think especially, like, when they're clicking and when they're working really well, they are unstoppable. Crossing my fingers that that's the case. So, yeah, I just have to go with Texas.
I mean, I'd have to agree with you there, obviously. But that'll do it for our Pick'em segment. It was a little argumentative today, but it's okay. So we're actually going to have a very fun last segment for you. We're going to have TJ on, and he's going to reveal the College Crossfire Tournament of Champions seeds and all that. So you don't want to miss that. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. as you can see, we're here with TJ. TJ, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually really excited for this. I feel like this is the first time we've had a selection type Sunday event on TSTV for Tournament of Champions. So
Very exciting.
yeah, I'm excited to say the names.
Here we go.
All right.
Are you ready?
We ready?
All right.
Cue the music. All right. We had a very great Tournament of Champions last semester. Colin Flickinger won. We have a lot of people returning. Also, a few people that are going to be new this semester. Without further ado, we're going to have 6 people ranked off of wins and points from College Crossfire this semester. And at number 1, the first seed will be 1-0 executive producer Tyler Strimple with the first seed. Look at that, man. What a graphic. Tyler also made these graphics. He's also very powerful. He knows everyone who's on this list. But
Tyler Strimple,
what do
our
y'all think? What do
first
y'all think? Tyler,
repeat.
first seed?
I mean,
Yeah.
he-
Agree with that?
our
Yep,
first
we can
seed go
FaceTime.
back to
I'd
back,
like to
right?
thank
Yeah, at the
Viet-
very start of the semester.
I'd like to thank Viet Kachuk.
Lots of confidence for that.
That is pretty freaking cool. I like that. So now, okay, well, number 2.
Okay.
Well, there's really not a lot of people who won multiple shows. There's actually only 2. So the second one, who will be number 2, is Cody Feldman.
That's surprising.
That's surprising.
Well,
He did
like,
have
just
some-
started, and he like came in all hard.
I know, fresh off the scene. He's already the second seed in the
Two words?
spring semester tournament.
Went back to back,
champions,
feels
winning
great.
2 shows
And,
this semester.
yeah, happy
Congratulations,
Passover
Cody.
to everyone.
We'll see you. And we'll start the reveal
That's what-
who
that's
is
what
going to
I'm-
play later in the, or I guess in the first round. But first of all, going into the 3rd seed, now we're getting the 1-win territory here.
Okay.
3rd seed, the defending champion, Colin Flickinger, at number 3.
Guys, he was so stressed behind that camera.
He got the
right
live cam.
There you go.
He was stressed, shaking Santi's hand over there. He's gonna try to defend his title after a kind of a rough semester here. Not winning a lot, but still showing up, you know. Oh yeah, 50%. I guess that's not too bad, I guess, but yeah. Well, Colin, you're gonna be playing the 4th seed, who we're about to reveal right here, and that is going to be the other 1-0 executive producer, Santiago Ortiz. Will be facing Colin in the first round.
Oh. Matchup.
He won the very first show of the semester, right? Yep, very first. That got him all the way to the end, where he will be facing Colin in the first round. Now going into the 5th seed, we have who will be playing Cody. She also won once this semester. That will be Georgie Ruiz.
The winner is Georgie Ruiz.
Surprise pick. Yeah, what a throwback right there. Yeah, that was such a good show. I can't lie. Yeah, but no, congratulations, Georgie. We'll see if she can face up with Cody, who's been on a hot streak this semester. But anyways, we've gotten the 5 out of 6. There's only 1 remaining. Who's that gonna be? Who's gonna be facing Tyler Strimple? The 6th seed will be Parker Keston. Parker Keston wins. She had her 1 win this semester, coming off of a, kind of a controversial ending from the previous week. Ian actually won. He couldn't get on, so we put the 2nd place Parker Keston on the show again, and she ended up winning that show. But nevertheless, a win is a win. She's made it to the Tournament of Champions, and that is our bracket for the spring semester. The first 2 on? Or the first 2 out?
Yeah.
Oh, you want the first 2 out? Cue the music back up. The first one out, not really a debate on the first 2. The first one, since there's only 1 other winner this semester, is Ian Masood. Sorry, Ian, you did not make it. You did not get enough points. Parker and Georgie, Santi, and Colin all won 1 each, but they got more points than you on that round. So I'm sorry, Ian. Maybe next year. But yeah, there we go.
Like the second to last week is what got me in.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was what got you in. So that's the tournament champion. We will be having that next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. It'll be live on the 24/7 stream, of course, like what we're doing right now. But you won't want to miss it. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
It's going to be a great show. Very exciting. But that's going to do it for this week's episode of 1-0. Don't forget to join us next week on Tuesday at 6 p.m. for a new episode of College Press Box, and Wednesdays live at 9 for our Tournament of Champions. on College Crossfire. And again, next Friday at 11 for another episode of 1-0. Thank you guys for watching. We love you so much. Happy Friday. Bye.